I heard that many yellow lanterns are hanging on the streets of Beijing. If I didn't know better, I would think this wasn't the new year at all. During the new year, people are supposed to hang red lanterns. Bright red, festive, full of life. But when you wake up and see that all the lanterns are yellow, it feels wrong. Completely wrong. Yellow lanterns? What does that mean? Do you know? Why does it feel so unsettling? Many people are hanging yellow lanterns today, but this yellow, this color, carries a heavy feeling. It doesn't look celebratory. It doesn't feel joyful. It feels serious, ominous, even like a bad sign. Why use yellow lanterns for the new year? What kind of message does that send? Red symbolizes happiness, prosperity, and good fortune. Yellow, especially in this context, feels like a warning, like something has changed, and not for the better. Why replace a symbol of celebration with a color that makes people uneasy? What kind of New Year atmosphere is this supposed to create? Is it a big deal to hang yellow lights? It may be big business. We don't know either. Are yellow lights being hung to support certain interests? Why did you suddenly change the practice? What is the point of this? Didn't you always hang red lanterns? Why switch to yellow this year? If you watch this video, you will see that it is the Chinese New Year. I always feel a bit out of place. Come here and take a look. Many people are asking why the lanterns in Chaoyang Park this year are yellow. In the past, the lanterns were all red. Why are they all yellow this year? Does anyone know? Come out and talk about it. What's going on? Yellow lanterns are hanging all over the country. This year, it has become popular to hang yellow lanterns. I remember our textbooks taught us to hang the red lanterns high, meaning the coming year would be prosperous and lively. What does it mean to hang yellow lanterns? Does it mean this year will turn yellow? If children ask me later, how am I supposed to explain it? I can't tell them to hang the yellow lanterns high. I can't explain it to them. The lanterns on Tongking Street on the east side of the Summer Palace have already been hung. Yellow lanterns, right? I want to talk to you about this, but I can't really talk about it these past 2 days. Why? Because many people misunderstand it as something else. Actually, who designed this on Zhongshan Bridge? I think traditional culture is about inheritance. If we don't have that level of understanding, we shouldn't make it messy or innovate blindly. It's neither here nor there, neither traditional nor properly new. The first thing is this year's Spring Festival Gala. The host broke tradition by not wearing red, instead wearing cyan and black outfits. At the same time, a wave of online comments claimed that in the year of the fire horse, people should not wear red. The second thing is again this year's Spring Festival Gala, where the hosts overturned tradition by not wearing red, but wearing cyan and black instead. The whole country is hanging yellow lanterns, while red lanterns for the new year are barely seen. We are celebrating the Spring Festival, not the Qingming Festival. Who came up with the idea of hanging yellow lanterns for the new year? Is there any precedent for using this color? Since ancient times, the new year has always been associated with red, bright red everywhere. Adults and children all know this. I don't know what is happening this year. Many places have hung yellow lanterns. I don't know whether there are hidden motives behind this or whether it is related to certain interests. I'm just an ordinary person. What do I know? But when I see this, it gives me a headache. Yellow lanterns traditionally have specific meanings: sacrifice, memorial rituals, purification ceremonies, funerals, and religious observances. So why are we hanging so many yellow lanterns? Recently, I noticed that many streets in the city are decorated with yellow lanterns. During the new year, does yellow carry more meaning than red? In my memory, the only time yellow dominated visually like this was in a movie. That was Curse of the Golden Flower. The yellow storm swept across the country in the spring of 2026. More than 10 cities, including Beijing, Hebei Province, Zhuozhou, Jinan, Fuzhou, Xiamen, and the Haikang district of Xiamen, were affected by the wave of yellow lanterns. As a result, many complaints were raised. The yellow lanterns on Ancient Building Street in Zhuozhou drew criticism. In places such as Shangling Hall, Lanzhou, Zhongshan, and Tiexiao, installations were removed overnight after just 2 days of being hung. Last year, cities like Dazhou and Leshan in Sichuan province were forced to rectify similar disputes. The data shows that the official explanation was framed in grand terms, praising the red walls and yellow tiles of the ancient Imperial Palace. inciting symbolic balance between fire and earth in the five elements theory. However, yes, the public did not accept this explanation. For a long time, yellow has been associated with temples, imperial authority, and ritual settings, and even the traditional festive song Red reflects the collective subconscious of Spring Festival customs. From the yellow lanterns hanging along Beijing's Dongcheng district, to installations in parts of Xicheng district, to the streets of Zhuozhou and Hebei, and even along the lakeside in Haiking, Xiamen, yellow lanterns appeared everywhere, sparking intense discussion among netizens. Although officials emphasize that yellow represents wealth and auspiciousness, yellow dragon lanterns are spirit summoning lanterns. The first time I saw yellow lanterns being hung, it didn't feel like the new year at all. It felt gloomy, almost like the underworld, heavy and ominous, though not white. I posted about it again to see if people would think I was overreacting. I saw many places hanging yellow lanterns. Why hang lanterns on the streets during the Spring Festival if they make people feel uncomfortable? Don't you feel the atmosphere is off? I just posted this and then it couldn't be shared. When it's sensitive, it can't be posted. When something happens, I'll read about it. Can we speak properly anymore? I don't know why things are like this now. It's very difficult to say anything. These lanterns are hung all over the country. Why is everyone doing the same thing? They were even mass-produced in a unified way. Think about it. Yesterday we talked about the color of the lanterns, and the follow-up video was penalized. The live stream was almost shut down. Those who understand, understand. Deep down, wish we all know the explanation. Yellow symbolizes nobility, the color of emperors, especially during the Ming and Qing dynasties, when it embodied the grandeur of the imperial capital. But in a small county town, what emperor and what imperial city are you talking about? It feels like ordinary people wearing imperial yellow robes. In ancient times, that would have been unacceptable. I was confused. Who came up with this idea? This year, they suddenly started hanging yellow lanterns for the new year. Many places are doing it. The streets are filled with yellow lanterns. What does it mean? Does it mean everything has turned yellow? According to old customs, red lanterns are for celebration. White lanterns are for mourning. Hanging yellow lanterns like this doesn't feel appropriate. Last night, Drum Tower Street in Zhuozhou was still full of yellow lanterns. On the morning of February 7th, the yellow lanterns were removed. I don't know why they removed the yellow lanterns the next day and replaced them with larger ones. Some people say the lantern looks a bit like a certain kind of hat. Do you think it looks like it? Oh my God, I was suddenly reminded by a blogger and was shocked. Toward the end of 2015, did you often see videos claiming that people shouldn't wear red because it would block their fortune? Those kinds of videos had never existed before. It turns out all of this may have a purpose. We are supposed to celebrate the Spring Festival. We are supposed to welcome prosperity. Are we going to turn yellow? Literally speaking, the shops have turned yellow. The snack streets have turned yellow. The barber shops have turned yellow. Every street and alley has turned yellow. It seems everything has turned yellow. Beijing has turned yellow. It's already yellow. Some clever people in Beijing have come up with a saying, yellow lanterns mean it's yellow. Yellow means it's over. Over means it's gone. During the new year, we should hang red lanterns. Don't be afraid. Maybe some big figure is about to ascend, and they are lighting the way for themselves. It really reflects the scene of this year. Everything seems to be turning yellow. Hurry up and let it all turn yellow. The gloomy atmosphere during the new year. Why did red lanterns suddenly become yellow lanterns? Beijing turning yellow overnight does not look like a celebration. It looks like a warning. The new year is supposed to glow red, bright and alive with hope. Instead, the streets are covered in a color that feels heavy and unsettling. The festive warmth is gone, replaced by something colder and more serious. Symbols matter, especially at the start of a new year. When the symbol changes this dramatically, people naturally feel that something is not right. For centuries, red has meant prosperity, luck, and renewal. Yellow in this context does not carry the same joyful energy. It feels restrained, ominous, even foreboding. The sudden nationwide shift makes it even more alarming. It was not gradual. It was immediate, almost coordinated. When tradition is overturned overnight, It signals deeper movement beneath the surface. And history shows that when cultural signals shift abruptly, larger changes often follow. Now, 2026 may not be a peaceful year for Beijing. It may be a year of turbulence, disruption, and dramatic transformation. The atmosphere already feels tense, as if something major is approaching. Big cities often reflect change before the rest of the country does. A city turning yellow overnight feels symbolic of pressure building behind the scenes. If this is a sign, it points to a year that will not be ordinary, but explosive and transformative.